suffering from lockdown blues? This is Margie Hill from the FAST self-publishing online community, opening up the question of lockdown blues. If you're an author and you are in lockdown, the challenge is to keep not only physically active, but to keep your brain mentally active as well. We live in an era of terrible uncertainty. And for many, lockdowns mean the trauma of losing income, not being able to connect with loved ones, being unable to engage in normal social activity, and not knowing what the future holds. It's a time when fear can take its toll. Unfortunately, there seems to be no real answers. People are afraid and they're anxious. Lockdown means you cannot physically connect as you would do normally because of social distancing. There's the challenge of loneliness, which is not good for mental health. While physical contact is not an option in lockdown areas, it is possible with technological advances to connect with others through other ways other than just by the telephone. Zoom, FaceTime, social media, all allow for a degree of connection, and making contact with family and friends this way is preferable to having no contact at all. Count yourself lucky if you have a creative disposition. A project such as writing a book, an article, painting a picture, making jewelry, or some other kind of creative pursuit means that you have a project that doesn't start and finish all in one day. In the lockdown days ahead, you have a project that you can look forward to and which can absorb you. I've spoken with a number of writers about their experience with lockdown. Writing is a solitary pastime, the implication being that for some, lockdown is no real issue. Life in lockdown is not very different to their norm. If you feel low because of self-isolation and are lonely, perhaps it's possible to find some comfort and satisfaction by becoming involved in a series of television episodes, reading a book, watching a movie, something that you can escape into. Lockdown is the perfect time to do many of the things you've never had time to do before. You probably find that you have more time. Would I be right? If you find that you have more time, lockdown may be the perfect opportunity to do all the things that you've never had time to do before. Doing that household chore like cleaning out the cupboard, rearranging a room, making a painting, learning a new language, writing the book you've always wanted to write, taking up a new hobby, putting together a jigsaw, reading a book, could mean becoming so busy that you wouldn't have time to be lonely or bored. While the pandemic may be forcing us to be physically apart from loved ones and friends, in other ways, it has us coming together to support and encourage one another through other means like more telephone calls, WhatsApp, Zoom, and social media. Lockdown, it can be a time in which you can unleash your creativity and use these tough times as a stimulus to get that book written and do all the things that you've spent years simply dreaming about. Thank you.